Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 22 of Bardic Quest, the show where a group of British trained actors tell fantastical improvised stories through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. So, again, no particular housekeeping this week, aside from reminder to hit the subscribe and like button, just to help the algorithm gods feed us to more people. Feed us to more people? You know what I mean. But with that out of the way, let's jump straight on in to this week's episode of Bardic Quest. After a rather tense exchange between Saga and Thommi, of the who was frequenting the Sleeping Giant tap house, her plot to get him drunk in order to interrogate him panned out fairly well, whilst Margaret went to go and get Thorik and Johann from the Stonehill Inn, courtesy of Sergei. They caught up with Sergei and somewhat panicked at the prospect of Saga being inside the Sleeping Giant tap house, unarmed and unarmoured, and started plotting a way to get her out and essentially save her. But because her plan was going so well, she managed to drag Thommi out and round the back of the Sleeping Giant tap house, and we left off where Sergei and Saga had just tied him up against a tree, and Sergei had hinted that perhaps not everything was going to go the way that Thommi had anticipated. So, we pick up with Saga and Sergei, you towering over Thommi, who's now starting to look a little bit concerned for what is about to happen.
Saga turns to Sergei and go, "Where's the other two?"
I'll be honest, that is a great question.
Oh, for crying... Go get them!
Okay.
Subtly, quietly, please.
I will do my best.
Where is Thorik in relation to where they are, or do I have no idea?
So you're currently, if memory serves, you are currently still stood in amongst the crates and the barrels on the other side of the road. So they are several, maybe a couple of 100 feet away from you by this point, around the back of the Sleeping Giant tap house. You're currently looking across the road to the porch where the four ruffians are still camping, and you're just waiting for Saga.
Thorik would have never got that. Sorry, I think there was maybe miscommunication. Johann went to the Sleeping Giant. Thorik has deliberately stayed up the road, basically. So maybe with an eye out there, that because he was carrying the armor, he would have been probably close, sort of maybe midway point between the Sleeping Giant and the Stone House.
The Stonehill Inn is the one that you guys frequent, and the Sleeping Giant is the one for the ruffians. Okay, so you're not quite opposite the road, but you're maybe a little bit further down in that case. That's fine. But certainly Saga, Sergei, and Johann are nowhere to be seen for you right now. You're just waiting, possibly impatiently, for somebody to come back and tell you what the hell is going on.
I'm the mum with the bags while everyone else is on theme park ride.
You are.
Just carrying it like a little satchel, sort of looking up and down the road.
So, Sergei, you start rushing back towards the Sleeping Giant tap house, and you see Johann still trying to barricade this back door. No idea really that the plan has changed, and he's just carrying on with his plan.
Question: have you barricaded the lady in the outhouse? Or is it just the back door of the tavern?
No, she went back in the tavern.
Oh, okay. Johann, I don't care what you are doing. Saga, she needs help. You'll see it. Go that way. Go quick.
Right. Come on, let's go.
And then I'll rush to find Thorik.
Okay.
Did you manage to get any information out of him?
Not yet. We were getting everyone together, I think.
All right, fine. Come on, let's go. Quick.
So you head back in the direction of Thorik. Saga's still with Thommi.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of like... He seems somewhat relieved that Sergei's no longer there. But he's still, as I said, still starting to realise that perhaps this isn't going to go necessarily the way he was thinking. So Sergei...
he hasn't started yelling or asking questions.
No,
or
he's
anything.
just he looks visibly uncomfortable.
Okay, I'll just stand there like this, waiting.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't do anything.
All right. So, Thorik, you see Sergei dash down the road with Johann behind him.
Thorik!
I can see you. Shh.
Thorik, come quickly. I'm just with that. I just turn and start running the opposite direction.
What? Johann, what's happening? What?
Apparently, she's ensnared one of them and has him in the fetal position in another part of the. Sergei knows where she is, and he's taking us.
And she has him in a position
of some kind. He was not.
I'm going to run back and just go. You do not want to know anything about what position he is in. We just need to go.
Okay. Right. Let's go.
So
that means like there was some great
Saga's items.
That all of a sudden he just stands up and like proudly, and the guys in the porch are just like.
So you take the back alley route, the long way round that you'd taken previously, Sergei, and he pulls you out to this kind of clearing. Plenty of grass. It's not really built up here, and you can see this ruffian just leaning up against a tree, his hands tied, and he's looking a little bit like glassy-eyed as he kind of has this mixture of concerned look on his face, but also excited at the same time. And it switches between one to the other from moment to moment, with Saga stood there watching him with her arms firmly crossed.
Saga!
Took you guys long enough. There, here we are.
Oh, you actually did it. That's great work.
What, you didn't think I could do it?
That's one way to take that compliment, I suppose. Yes. I was just congratulating you on a job well done, I guess.
Well, that was deeply unpleasant. And then I just grab the sort of armor and start putting it back on.
Okay. That's going to take you several minutes to do.
I am putting it back on.
But yes.
I've done my bit.
Right.
So while she's putting on her armor, any of the others you would like to do?
Yeah. I'm going to lean down, or rather stand up, to this man tied up.
No change in your height. Just
lean in.
Just give him a very dirty eye for a minute.
He kind of, you see him kind of leaning back. The closer you get, the more he tries to kind of bury himself into the tree and try and get away from you. You can see his nostrils kind of really offended by you and your presence.
That is good. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It's
very bright for the evening.
Look, I turn back to everyone else. I'm not very good at this interrogation thing. They've messed up already.
For reference, it is probably about lunchtime, midday at this point.
Midday.
Well, I did all the hard work.
Thorik kind of like...
You wait.
Thorik like sort of turns around to him and is like, right, okay. Let's just, in a turn, be like, go to him. Hello there. I think you've possibly started to get an idea of the situation you're in.
No, I'm not sure actually.
Well,
there's a lot of men here all of a sudden.
Aye, that is. So, we want to ask you some questions, and depending on how you answer those questions, we might leave you with all your appendages still attached.
Yeah, I'd like that actually.
I just hold him back, just like, see, you want to talk to me, really. But this guy here, he's, and I point to Johann, he's like, you don't really want to talk to him. I'll show you what I mean, and then you can decide who you want to talk to. And I tag Johann in. That's bad cop.
It is, isn't it? It's good cop, bad cop. So, right, Johann. He gestures to Thorik. Hold him in place. So I produce a torch and drive it into the ground so that the head of the torch is just underneath his crotch. And I produce my tinderbox and start like scratching at the flint.
You see him really squirming and really panicking. Yeah, he knows exactly what you're implying, and he goes, "Oh no, I didn't. Whatever I've done to offend, I didn't mean it, honest."
And I wave Johann away, and defer to Saga. No,
I'll join in. Just walk back in now. I'm fully armored again.
And he kind of sees you now wearing your armor, and he goes, "Oh,
yeah,
oh shit,
sorry. Told you my name wasn't Laura. You want to talk to my bearded friend here?" And I point to Thorik. He's the nicest. Johann, he's a bit jealous. So you want to talk to Thorik, okay? And then I kind of pat him on the cheek, like that.
Hello again. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you today. You look like you've had a really rough time of it.
Oh, well, it was going quite well actually until about 5 minutes ago.
Aye, I can see that. Well, don't worry. This is all going to be over very, very soon. You're doing really well. So, you and your Redbrand friends, how many of you are there? Roughly.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know. I've never really counted.
Ever, or just your Redbrand friends?
That's a bit rude now, man. There's no need to be rude. I'm trying to be helpful here, you know. I don't know, 20, 30, 40. I don't know.
Would you like to settle on one of those numbers for me?
30.
Scratch.
Are you sure it's 30? You don't seem very sure.
Give me an intimidation check, please.
Any kind of help from the scratching?
Oh yeah, you can have advantage with it for sure.
Oh, thank you. Nat 20.
Hey!
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
It was a 7 or a nat 20, and we'll take that.
He goes. Well, I don't know for sure, but I'd say 30. Yeah, it's definitely 30.
Very good. Who's your leader?
Glassstaff.
Glassstaff? Who's Glassstaff?
Well, he's like wizard guy that's
Immediately, knife, throat. A
Oh,
wizard.
yeah,
Don't kill him yet, Johann.
yeah, a wizard. Is that bad? I don't know. Is that bad?
He really doesn't like wizards. Go on, tell us more.
Well, he just kind of leads us. I don't really know what else do you want to know.
What does he look like?
Well, I mean, we call him Glass Staff because he's got a staff that's made of glass.
Is he bald?
No, not bald. No, long black hair.
Red wizards
Is
are
he
traditionally
human?
bald.
Is he
Yeah,
human?
human. Yeah.
What does he want?
I don't know really. I know that we've been hired to, intimidate the locals and.
Hired by who?
Oh well, by the guy called Black Spider, I think.
That rings a bell.
Never met him or her. I don't know really, but
What have you been offered in return? What are they giving you?
Well, I just get given money. I don't
How
really know
much?
what. Oh, just enough to pay my living
How much?
costs and stuff. Well, a few gold a week.
You gold a week,
Yeah.
and you're putting your life on the line, young sir.
Well, yeah.
You
I
are
mean,
being-
it's a few gold a week. It's not bad.
You're being tricked, sir.
And gold causes problems.
What does Glassstaff want? What's
Yes.
his main game?
I don't know. I don't know. He gives us the orders, and Black Spider gives him orders, and we do as we're told. Really.
Where is he?
Oh, he's underneath the manor, and he points, and then you can see on this hill there's ruins on top of this hill, and he points towards those. He goes, he's in there. I think I've said too much now. Can I go now?
You're doing
Well-
ever so well. Just a few more things, and then we can think about letting you go on your way. We need to have a bit of a discussion first. The man that you and your little friends killed recently.
Who's that?
What? I don't know. We've just come into town. We found out that you killed him. Did we ever find out his name of the guy?
Yes, his name was Theldendra.
Theldendra.
Yes, I remember.
But we didn't find out his wife's name.
I don't believe so. No.
He had a wife and a child. What have you done with them? Oh, you do know who I'm talking about then.
Well, no, I'm just thinking because if we tend not to...
Hurry up!
All right. Well, look, if we've done anything with them at all, we'll have put them near the old crypts underneath the manor. If they're anywhere, if we've done anything with them, that's probably what we've done with them.
Everyone in the tavern back there, are they also Redbrands?
What in there? And he points back to the.
Yes,
Yeah, all of them. Yeah,
every single one of them.
yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
And
Even
how
the
many's in
barmaid?
there?
Oh no, I don't think the barmaid is officially. No, I don't think she's officially with us. No, but everybody else, yeah.
How many was in there, Wayne?
Not that many.
It's about. I think it's about 10, 15.
Yeah. Oh, I did remember right.
Okay.
Can I
I'd
go
like to-
now?
Well, there's the problem that you know what I look like now.
Well,
And you're going to tell your friends what I look like.
no, I can just say that we had a really nice time.
Yeah, but how can I trust you?
Oh, you can definitely trust me.
Hmm.
Wait there a second. I'll have to grab everyone and pull everyone kind of down. Little huddle meeting.
Okay.
Right. Johann, why were you putting barrels up against that door back there?
Sort of a backup plan.
Were you thinking what I'm thinking you were thinking?
I tend to think about either killing or burning.
Yes.
Sometimes both.
Okay, good. So what we have here is maybe half of their forces, yes?
I do believe I am thinking what you're thinking, Master Halfling.
I was just going to think about maybe what you do with Thommi, because he knows exactly what I look like and what you're going to do. So that's our biggest problem right now.
I say we kill him. He knows too much.
Hang on. There's an innocent bar person in the pub.
Yes,
Probably
let's
there
not
by
hurt
anything.
her.
And, as much as these are bad people, just setting fire to a whole building of them, A, isn't very efficient. B, is definitely going to, it's poking the hornet's nest. It's really poking the hornet's nest. It's burning the hornet's nest.
It sends a very good message.
And it would cripple their forces.
Right, I know you two were pretending to be cousins initially, but what's happened to you? And he looks really sternly at Sergei. He's like, you've changed. You've got really bloodthirsty, really quickly, really. Yes, you. Him, I expect it from, but you, I'm very surprised at you, young friend.
Thorik.
Now, what do we do with him? So we let him go. He's going to toddle off to his friends, and they know exactly what I look like.
I think we should
Very
take him
well.
to Sildar and see if Sildar can maybe make him disappear for a little while.
As opposed to killing him.
I like the disappearing, or make him forget, or something.
What say we tie him up and put him in a barrel and roll him out of town?
That's not the worst of your plans so far, Johann.
Maybe we could send him on a little. Maybe if there's a little cart or someone hidden out of town, we could tie him up, send him in a barrel, maybe with, an apple or two, and send him off to Neverwinter where he can maybe rethink his life choices.
Yes.
I like that.
I've really got to go toilet. I've had a lot of beer.
Just go there, don't mind.
No, I'd rather not go here. Please don't make me go here.
Don't piss on my torch.
He won't be very happy if you piss on his torch.
Can I go now, please?
Look, I'll quickly bring everyone into a huddle. We know that there is something under the manor, yes?
Hmm?
So, and we know this glass staff is under there, yes?
Yes.
So, in order to maybe stop the Redbrands, we maybe have to go there. And that might be Red Cloak Wizard Man, who knows?
Our course is clear. We burn the tavern to the ground, draw out some of his forces, and then engage under the manor, where he'll be unguarded.
This is what I'm thinking.
No, we send Thommi in a barrel, tied up, going on a nice little adventure, never to be seen again. Okay? We
Who is
leave
Thommi?
that tavern as it is. Hope they don't recognize me again.
But
Wow,
who's to
my
say
war
they
paint.
will come back, find us, and then we're getting ambushed, maybe.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. We don't.
As far as they know, I just gave their friend a good time. Okay, we're fine.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Thommi, you say they're under the manor. Are we talking like tunnels?
Well, I'd call it a complex. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Can I go now? Because I do.
Thommi, you're talking over me, and it's very rude. Thank you. So, we'd like to go and pay your friend Glassstaff a visit, but we don't want to go straight in the front door. So, is there maybe a different way in, somewhere a bit quieter, somewhere where we're not going to be seen immediately? We'd really like to pay our respects to him.
Yeah. I mean, there is a way in that's like a bit quieter, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't go that way if I were you.
Why is that?
Well, there's a tunnel, right, that leads to kind of the lower part of the complex, and whilst it is kind of like a back door, it is kind of guarded by a really hideous eye monster.
A hideous
Eye monster.
eye monster.
Yeah. Big, horrible eye. Yeah.
And what does this? How do you deal with said eye monster if your little party gang is down there?
Well, the thing that I would do is just not go in that way. You know, I'd go in through the front door. You know,
but that's not an option for us. So how do you guys, if you have to go past this hideous eye monster, do you have to appease it? Does it like food?
Well, I wouldn't know, because I've never dealt with it, because I just wouldn't. I wouldn't, you know.
Are you being honest with me, Thommi?
Give me an insight.
Scratch.
No, I don't want to make an insight. I'm just asking him.
Okay.
Because I want you to think very carefully about who else is going to ask you if you're not being honest with me. I should hope that we respect each other enough to be honest with each other.
Scratch.
Yeah, he says. No, I mean, I swear to all the gods, I have never, ever seen it. But I know it's there, and I know that it's not nice. Which is why I've never seen it, because I've, kept well away.
But you must have heard your other friends who have had to deal with it. What do they do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Johann, he seems confused. Could you jog his memory, please? And I step away.
I start to make like a tiny little flame and like start to blow on it. And it starts to like ember.
Okay. You see him really, really starting to panic. He's like, I swear, I've got absolutely no idea. I did just, pull it out.
We believe it.
Thought you needed a piss. Put it out yourself. No. This is getting very dark. Thorik just like takes his warhammer and just like tilts the torch back so it's not like in an offensive area. I believe you. So, is there anything else we want to do? Because I think we should just pop straight there. And
Someone knock him out before.
Well, I was just thinking
before you knock him out, I'm gonna grab Thommi by the throat, and go. If you ever say anything to your friends about me that isn't, it was one fun night with that blonde bimbo, I'll find you. And I will rip it off.
Do you want to give me an intimidate with advantage?
And I was just going to say, while that's happening, I was thinking that Thommi might actually like to lead us to this place.
That is a 19.
19. He says, yeah, we've had a really, really, really good time.
Yes,
It's
the
been-
best you've ever had. Good boy.
Best ever. Absolutely, yeah. As you guys are relishing in your successful interrogation, you notice that Sergei's not with you.
Oh.
Oh no.
What have you done?
Quickly
What
knock
have
him
you
out.
done?
Yeah, knock him out.
You're the strongest. You knock him out.
Wait, hang on. We don't need to knock him out because he needs to walk back because he's just had a good time with you apparently. Right, you guys need to
We
focus.
were gonna put him in a barrel
What?
and lead him off.
Are we-
I
I
thought that
he
was
going.
the...
Put him in
Okay,
a barrel
fine.
for now and we'll come
Okay.
back for him.
I thought we were putting him in a barrel in a cart and leading him to everyone.
I'm putting him in a
I was
barrel.
just
Where's
I
Sergei?
was just making sure.
He's like, where's Sergei?
You kind of you see him off in the distance, kind of darting towards the tap house.
What? Sergei. How far away is he?
I mean, you'd have to sprint to catch up with him.
Fuck. Like in feet, how far away is he?
In feet, I would say at this point, probably a good 100 feet.
Fuck.
Oh.
Knock him out. We can't have him raising the alarm. Knock him out.
Am I knocking him out? Oh, fuck. By the cut, and Thorik just lamps him with like the heart of his warhammer.
All right. Yeah. Let's roll to hit. Why not?
Oh, really?
Let's play this out with advantage, of course, because he's tied up and everything.
Hope so.
Yeah, if you miss.
I'm not even lying. Nat 20.
Oh, fantastic!
The dice gods are kind. What do they have planned?
Dice gods are being kind.
What
All
do
right.
they have planned?
So with a nat 20, why not? Let's just go for sake of expediency. Let's go for a clean knockout.
Yes.
Straight to the temple.
Like a full Looney Tunes, just like.
Yeah, and he just kind of like flops. He's dribbling a little bit from his drunken state as well.
Okay, do we just leave him here or untie him?
Pull his trousers down and leave him here. It won't arouse suspicion.
You do that, Johann. I've touched him enough.
Oh, for sake.
You kind of
You had like
Sea bags there.
you would just bag it and just like lead him into a bush.
as you're picking him up, you kind of see a wet patch start to form on the leg of his trousers.
Yeah.
Really did need a wee.
Really did.
Right, after him. Let's go.
So sorry. What have you done with Thommi?
Knocked him out.
There, I guess.
Left him there with his trousers open. He's had a good time.
It's a really good time. He's pissed himself and bless him.
Okay. So where are you headed now then? If you're leaving him there.
After Sergei, I guess.
Okay. So you sprint as fast as you can after Sergei, with Thommi just unconscious against this tree, his damp trousers just there, and you head.
I shouldn't. I'm gonna run after them, but keep like a distance so it doesn't look like I'm with them because that just looks weird.
Right. Okay. So you head after Sergei. Sergei.
What have you done?
Hang on, I don't know what's going on here.
Ooh.
Just for clarity for the audience, I know we don't often do this. We have no idea what James is doing currently.
No, we don't.
No idea.
Mystery, complete.
He did not deign to
mystery.
share his plan.
Have I made it to the back door of the tap house?
Absolutely.
Is
We're
it
gonna
still
ruin our
blocked?
plan.
It's still barricaded.
Okay. I'd like to unbarricade it and cast Disguise Self on myself to look like one of the ruffians from inside.
So
Any particular ruffian or just a general nondescript?
Just a general look so I kind of fit the bill.
All right. So you cast Disguise Self on yourself. You grow a few feet taller. A lot of your teeth disappear, and you get a nice big scar across your left eye, which loses all of its colour from the supposed injury. You're looking pretty rough.
Cool.
And you're wearing a rather tatty-looking red cloak.
Then I would like to head into the tavern.
You stroll in, and you can see it goes much as before. It does go somewhat quiet as you step in, because whilst you look certainly rough and you certainly look the part, there is a look on their faces of not really quite recognising exactly who you are, but you certainly look the part.
I'm going to look as though I've quickly just dashed in. May I get everyone's attention, please?
And they kind of, you hear their chairs creak as they kind of all turn and really kind of give you their full attention.
I have an urgent message from Glassstaff.
Oh yeah? Says one of them. What's that then?
Our friend Thommi. He has been taken. Which direction is the hideout we came from? Along the tribal trail?
No, the hideout that.
The goblins.
Yes, yeah. Yes, along the tribal trail. Yeah.
Okay. He has been taken along the tribal trail towards the hideout where the goblins are. There is there's a large group, 100 or so. They are currently hiding out there, and they're not prepared. Glassstaff wishes for us to make advancement on them. It is direct from Black Spider.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, given the intel that you've just thrown out there.
It's not a good start. Advantage, please. Come on. That will be persuasion, right?
Yep.
An 18.
Okay. You see quite a few of them kind of grabbing up their stuff, necking their drinks, and one of them goes, right, we better go get after him then. Bloody hell, I knew you couldn't trust those bloody goblins.
I know. Absolutely useless.
And they all just kind of get up and rush out the door. And as they do that, Saga, Johann, and Thorik, you kind of catch up to... Well, you get at least to the tap house. And you have seen Sergei slip through the back door. So, as you approach the tap house, what would you like to do?
I try and stay hidden because I should be somewhere else.
I throw my cloak over Saga.
Yeah.
And we would not. Thorik would try and stop people from going anywhere like too close to it, to the front door.
Sure.
He'd like want to be hiding behind something, behind a fence, behind a tree, so anything. But literally, just he's gonna, as soon as he sees them start to come out, he's just gonna like grab both of them and turn around the other way and just start to like walk casually in the opposite direction, like they've just come the other way.
So you're seeing them come out the front, all this pile of Redbrands, or have I misunderstood you?
Yeah, or like as soon as he sees people start to come out, he's gonna like try and act casual, or just like like they just stop to have a conversation just in the street, and just sort of look mildly curious at the group.
Okay. Sergei, what are you doing at this point?
I'd like to grab one of them that's looking the most convinced and go, look, I will catch up with you in a minute. I need to go report back to Glassstaff, okay?
Oh, yeah, of course. Do catch up with us, though. We're going to need everyone we can with these bloody goblins.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Okay, see you soon. Be prepared.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got my sword. That's all I need, mate.
Perfect. And then I'm going to wait till the bar's cleared out. I'll head up to the bar lady and I'll put 5 gold pieces down. Sorry for taking your custom away from you. Have a wonderful day.
Well, I hope you find him. He's a good one, him. I like him a lot. Thank you, of course, for the gold. It is greatly appreciated, because I don't think we're going to be serving any drinks for the rest of the day, so thank you. Can I get you one for the road?
I'll take 4. And I'll put another gold piece down.
Okay, and she takes the gold and she gets 4 tankards from the back shelf and puts them underneath the beer taps. And she says, good luck.
Of course. If you are in any danger from any of my other colleagues, let me know. Glassstaff is changing things around slightly.
And she kind of looks bit puzzled at you and a bit wide-eyed at the same time. She says, "Sure."
Thank you very much. I'd like to head outside with 4 tankards and just prop myself up on one of the barrels and wait for my companions.
Okie doke. Which I feel like is a good point to end the episode.
Yeah.
I feel.
You little shit.
So, thank you very much for tuning in. And, of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and be sure to tune in next week. We'll see you then.